and welcome back to Get the Gloss. Today I'm going to talk about careers. Quite a few people have asked me about my journey to being editor of Get the Gloss, so I thought I'd fill you in. But also we have just launched on Get the Gloss an area called Get the Job. And if you type in getthegloss.com/jobs, you will come to the page, and basically we have some amazing brands on board, and it is a careers platform for the wellness and beauty industry. It's the first of its kind, and basically great brands. We've got brands like Estee Lauder, Plenish Cleanse, Barcore, all sorts of different brands who have come on board to be launch partners, and they are going to be advertising amazing jobs on our site. So that's very, very exciting, because we're all about supporting people within this amazing industry. So today I'm going to talk about my own journey to where I am. I'm going to have to look at the questions on my computer. Basically, these are some questions that have been sent in to me. What was your first ever internship? My first ever internship, I went to Central St Martin's School of Art, and I interned in my year out for a lady called Sarah Mower. Sarah is a very sort of well-known, big-name fashion journalist. She's a contributor for American Vogue, and at the time she was the, what was she? She was the fashion features director at Harper's Bazaar in America. This was before Harper's Bazaar had come to the UK, and she was also head of communications at the Arcadia Group. Now the Arcadia Group are the group that owns Topshop and lots of other high street brands, and it was my job to be her assistant, to be a person who sort of goes out, has their ear to the ground, knows what the word on the street is, and I used to have to sort of relay trends back to her, basically. I remember she sent me down to Cornwall once because there was a massive surf trend, and I basically had to just stop surfers all over Cornwall and take pictures of like guys and girls just looking really hot in their bikinis and swimming trunks. So that was a fun assignment. It was an amazing job to have because Sarah has such an amazing reputation, and also Sarah is absolutely no pushover, so she really taught me the ropes, and really, you could not misbehave, you could not be late for work, you really had to work really, really hard, you couldn't turn up with a hangover. It was hardcore, basically. But it was a really, really amazing introduction to the this industry, and a couple of people said to me, if you've worked for Sarah, you can work for anyone. So next question. What has been my experience in fashion and then my decision to go into beauty? Well, when I worked for Sarah Mower, I wanted to be a fashion journalist. That's what I wanted to do. And actually Sarah did say to me at the time, maybe you should think about going into beauty. I don't know if she thought I wasn't any good at fashion, or maybe, I don't know, I think I showed signs of I kept talking about beauty and things. So I ended up, basically, I went to quite an avant-garde fashion magazine when I finished at Central St Martin's. It was called Scene magazine, and they had it's sadly no more, but they had just made a decision to go online. Now this was one of the first magazines that went online. Sadly it failed because I don't think that the online world was quite ready yet, or nobody quite understood how it would work. But anyway, they had fired quite a lot of their team. And when I arrived, they said, do you want to do the beauty pages? And I said, yeah, sure, I love beauty, because I've always been a huge beauty junkie. So I ended up doing the beauty there, ended up doing beauty shoots, and soon after I was there, like a good sort of like probably only about 4 months, I heard that Glamour magazine was launching in the UK, because previously it had only been available in America. It was launching in the UK, and they were looking for a deputy beauty editor. They had a beauty editor, they were looking for someone else. So basically, to cut a long story short, I applied and got the job, which was amazing. So that's how I ended up in beauty, never looked back. Absolutely love the beauty industry. It's just a really helpful, collaborative industry. Everyone looks after each other, people support each other. It's a lovely, lovely world to work in. So what were my career highlights at Glamour? Career highlights. Whilst I was at Glamour, I did an amazing thing once. I went to New York by Concorde. Concorde was about to finish, and they were sort of asking, I think they were sort of selling flights cheap, or if you had enough air miles or something, you got a flight on Concorde. And I did this amazing trip for Michael Kors fragrances, and I got flown to New York by Concorde, and then I met Michael Kors, and he basically transformed me into one of the Kors girls off his catwalks. So he dressed me up as he thought I should be dressed, did my hair, etc, etc. That was pretty special. What else? I interviewed some amazing people. I met Liv Tyler once. She was amazing, lovely, softly spoken, really beautiful lady. But apart from that, working with some of the most amazing photographers and hairstylists and just amazing people who are just top of their game. I remember arriving in Vogue, and they have the story, the flat plan of how the pages of Vogue are going to look up on the wall. So they have all the editorial pages on the wall in the art room, and I just couldn't believe it when walking in there. I just couldn't believe that I was part of this world with all these amazing photographers, models, hairstylists. It's somewhere I'd always wanted to be. So yeah, someone else has asked me, what do I do at Get the Gloss? Oh gosh, I run most of the website, so most of the major decisions come from me, although we work in a very collaborative way. So we have a team, an editorial team of about 9 people, and we all come up with ideas together monthly. We work a couple of months ahead. I sort of lead the meetings, and everyone else helps me come up with ideas. So day to day I sort of control or oversee what's going up on the site. I oversee all the pictures. I direct videos. We're working commercially with lots of different beauty brands, and so I help them with coming up with ideas and generally oversee absolutely everything that's going on. So, and manage the team who are putting all these different things into place. So that's what I do, really. In a nutshell, I could really go into that in massive detail, but I would be here all day. Okay, what else? 3 tips for those wanting to get into the beauty and wellness industry. My biggest tip would be, if you are thinking of interning, I would say definitely intern. You never know where it might lead to. Work your socks off. And don't ever try and make a sort of a real name for yourself when you're interning. Basically, just do your job and do it brilliantly. I would just get on with it quietly, don't make a fuss, because it's the people who make a fuss or they try and be a real character that actually sort of frustrate people who are already doing their job. They just want help. People are really busy, they just want help, and anyone that can help you, make your life easier, they're the people that end up getting jobs. People who are quick, fast, brilliant thinkers. Yeah. I would say get yourself into social media. I would say that's really, really important these days. Instagram, Twitter, start writing a blog, especially if writing is what you want to do. And I would say immerse yourself in the beauty and wellness industry, and especially in social media, and start following all the people within the industry who run businesses. Get to know who they are, maybe try and go to events, and that's probably the best way to get to know people, I think. It's quite easy now these days to actually get to know people if you start up a blog or a vlog and you include people's products, etc. Then you might start to get to know the brand owners, etc, etc. So yeah, those are probably my 3 tips. And one other thing, yeah, so we, along with Get the Job, we are launching a social media campaign which is called #MyBigBreak. Now, my big break was Joe Elvin, who's the editor at Glamour magazine. Joe was really helpful to me and amazing, gave me my first proper job as deputy beauty editor at Glamour. And this is a way, we've started this campaign because this is a way that we think people can say thank you to the person who gave them their big break in life. And the idea is that you write #MyBigBreak, thank the person, whether you do it on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, is up to you. And then please tag in Get the Gloss and #Get the Job, because this is to coincide with the launch of Get the Job on our website. And thanks for watching, guys, and please leave your comments below and let me know who you are going to tag in for your big break. Okay guys, and see you next week.